It's completely corrupt. And then you have the press. And here's an exchange, Wyatt, that I think perfectly symbolizes the role of the Beltway press corps in this whole saga, whether it's Hunter Biden and the Hunter Biden laptop and Burisma to all of the corruption pouring out of Ukraine. Their job is to, well, just watch and you'll see what their job is. This is Philip Bump, who's one of the major Washington Post columnists who kind of poses as like a fact checker to set the record straight. And he's talking not to a fellow journalist, but to Noam Dworman, who is the director of the Comedy Cellar in New York.
What do you take from the text message to his adult daughter, Hunter's text message, I have to give 50% of my income to Pop?
I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Well,
I have no idea what that means.
What could it possibly mean?
I have to give 50% to Pop, to the big guy. I don't know what that means.
Who could possibly know what that means?
Not a Washington Post columnist.
I know it's circumstantial evidence, and you prefer that.
No, what could it mean?
I have no idea.
But doesn't it?
I don't know.
Well,
I appreciate your.
Has anybody asked her?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't you think somebody should ask her?
Okay. Like I'm not. I just said I don't know, and I don't know what to make of it.
Should someone ask her? Aren't you a reporter?
Should maybe a journalist, perhaps?
Yeah.
Nothing to say about it.
Yeah,
what do you want me to say?
Yeah, but you say there's no evidence. But then there's a text message where he says, "I give Pop 50% of my money." That's evidence.
Okay. Well, okay, fine.
So
it's evidence. I appreciate you having me on.
It doesn't. That something like that. Who do you think is more? I listen to that and I'm saying,
Am I?
You can free to go.
I feel like you want me to leave, like just walk out in the middle of this because that way you can
you can go.
Right.
Is this a standard? Really, this is the way the Washington Post handles people who disagree with them.
When I agree to be on for 45 minutes, and then
go.
I get on for an hour and 15. Yeah, then after a while I go. Thanks for having me.
I mean, he gets indignant about being asked about high level corruption.
Right. And then he throws up his hands. He literally throws up his hands. How could I possibly know? What do you expect me, a journalist, to go ask questions to these people that I cover? You know?
Well, the Republicans are bringing these documents out that show actual communications between the Biden family stating I have to give 50% to the big guy. So I don't know anything about it because James Comer is subpoenaing these documents. So
what do you expect me to know things that I'm writing about? You know,
but I'm going to keep writing. Philip Bump writes about this Hunter Biden stuff all the time, but he doesn't know about this. Doesn't want to know about it. Isn't supposed to know about it.
You can watch him shut down. He like literally shuts down rather than even consider addressing the question. He just, you can see cognitive dissonance in real time. Just like his mind being unable to compute, unable to just process or function normally because he just, you know, he would have to admit that basically everything he's saying is bullshit and that he does, you know, he's a hack and a fraud and he's not even good at his own job that, you know, he lectures everybody else about.
Well, he is good at his job, Wyatt. He's supposed to be a stenographer for the hegemonic political faction, which is represented by Biden, but also could be represented by McCain or Mitt Romney. And he is supposed to not know about their misdeeds and how it relates to this extremely lucrative proxy war that they're waging. And this is like the propaganda. He's a collaborator. He's a collaborator. And it's why people turn to us because we report that stuff. We just state it. We just put it out there, and so many other alternative sites do it. It's why mainstream media is collapsing.
Yeah.
Why legacy media is collapsing. And the model is really based on people who don't want to know about the sort of centrist pro-war forces they support.
And that was really what the promise of the Biden presidency is that you'll no longer have to pay attention to politics. That was really what it was about. Like you've had to spend the last 4 years being exhausted trying to keep up with the Mueller investigation and this and that, all these indictments, and it was just every day it was some big thing, and you were kind of obligated to care about it if you wanted to be, you know, a good liberal or whatever. And you know, so the promise of Biden wasn't anything, you know, there was no vision there. It was just, well, it's, you know, you can go back to brunch, right? And you can just enjoy not paying attention to politics again.
Yeah,
And,
democracy dies in darkness, and now we're going to give you the darkness.
Welcome back to the darkness.
Go back to brunch, and you know, nuclear fallout takes place. Look, you'll
have some nice Black Rock shelters to like hide away in.
Yeah, Black Rock. There's some. We'll send over the pods that we built for people in Lahaina.
Right.
We'll nuclear proof them.